Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another round of Modern. We have Davin Conway playing Boros, Crack the Earth, and Chaz Single playing Yorion Blink, aka Omnath Value, aka Money Pile. I'm running out of things to call this deck. This is the first tournament post Luris ban, which is really exciting. Davin's gonna play Voltaire and Epicure here. It's going to make a blood token, and I think Chaz takes the damage as the other part of that effect. But yeah, this is the first tournament. This was the first round post Luris ban. Unfortunately, Davin's deck, it was a Luris deck, and it's probably one of the ones that's impacted the most from Luris getting thrown into the ether. But he still wanted to bring it, play it one more time, see how it goes. Because I did also promise him, like, if he brought the deck, I'd put it on stream. Because Crack the Earth is cool. Alright, Chaz is just going to put a Raugan Triumph in tapped. Yeah, Luris being banned is really exciting. It's not... I don't think it shakes the meta up, like, a crazy amount. It just means that, like, 3-drops and stuff are good again, or can be good again. I don't think Liliana of the Veil is going to be a playable card, but people are going to try it. Alright. Davin's going to cast Crack the Earth here, so each player will sacrifice a permanent, meaning Chaz will have to sacrifice his Triome, and Davin just gets rid of that blood token. And then the Epicure is just going to start a 1-1 beatdown train. You can see Chaz's hand, he's got 2 Flooded Strands, a Prismatic Ending, a Fairy Time Raveler, Bolt Misty, then another card that I can't see. Chaz has been playing this Blink deck for a while. He keeps, like, tweaking it, too. It's always, like, a different variant every time I see him on it. Now, granted, that reflects the online meta. Blink has gone through so many different variations in the last however amount of time. Alright, so Davin's going to play Flagstone's a Trocaire here. Which is, it honestly has a really cool interaction with Crack the Earth. Or Crack the Earth, as well as there's another one, I believe. But you sacrifice the Flagstones, and then you just get the tutor out of Plains. Alright, so Davin's going to dash in a Ragavan here. I imagine the Ragavan's not going to be able to live for very long. Alright, I'm going to sack Flooded Strand here. Go to 15. This is like my one issue with playing this deck. Playing Blink, because it's an 80 card deck, I just hate shuffling it.
So 15, then I'll be taking one from the Epicure.
I have all the respect to the people who play this deck and actively shuffle that monstrosity.
That's 3 damage. I hate.
I don't play Searchers and Commander. Yes, I do, but I don't want to because I don't want to shuffle. But back on the topic of Luris being banned, folks. What are you playing now that Luris has been banned? Does it change the deck you're playing at all? Are you still just playing the same thing? Are you a Teamer Rhinos player who's just gonna jam Teamer Rhinos still? Are you an Amulet Titan player? Very excited to not have to get dressed down looped over and over again by Luris anymore? Let me know. Hi. I'm going to Spreading Seas on that Urza Saga there. Still a disgusting interaction.
So sad.
It's not a matter of just putting a ride on.
Yeah. Right, Urza Saga number 2.
I'll move the combat.
Yeah.
Swing for 1. 12.
I think there was 3 or 5.
Gonna crack in for 1 more damage. This Epicure is just...
Cool if I had Luris right now.
Maybe this Epicure will beat down
Wow.
and win the game.
I'll pass his turn.
It would not be the first time we've seen a 1-1, I think, go the distance.
Wow. That hurts.
Alright, picks up an Abundant Growth. So I'll give him some color fixing, which will be nice.
Darren for the win.
Go to 11.
Chaz fetching out a Snow-Covered Plains with his Flooded Strand there. Now, I wonder if he plays Icewind Coatl. I don't remember if he's. I'm sure he's played it in the past. I know Blink has played it. I'm sure he has. I don't know if he's playing it anymore though.
Yeah. Fairy 3.
Alright, Teferi's gonna come down. Probably bounce that Urza Saga because just blessing on nothing. That's fair because if he bounces, it dies to the Epicure. Um, yeah, I don't know if he's playing Iceman Coatl, so I don't know if there's a real reason for him to play the snow-covered land. I guess the threat of playing Iceman Coatl is good enough, but gives those like small extra percentage points to force your opponent into thinking you have things you don't. They can play around things that you don't actually have. Devin fetching a Blood Crypt here. I'm assuming it's just for an extra pip in the Prismatic ending. That way he can hit three CMC permanents. Prismatic ending still just a consistently strong card at all times. Just about all times. There has been an uptick in people playing March of Otherworldly Light in opposition or in conjunction with Prismatic ending. And that card's cool. That card is a turn 1 answer to Urza Saga. Like, if your opponent says, Urza Saga pass, you can go, alright, cool. Tap my white, exile your Urza Saga. Like, just hitting lands with that card. Well, not lands per se. Hitting Urza Saga, the land, because it's an enchantment, is extremely strong. It doesn't give you a justifiable turn 1 answer to Monkey, but it is what it is. Right. Chaz, thinking about casting that Abundant Growth. Plays the snow-covered plains first, or snow-covered island. Alright, puts the growth on the island. There's March of the Otherworldly Light in his hand right now. Nice. Speaking of hitting Urza Saga, that card actually gets exiled. We're gonna fix that. I love this Crack the Earth deck. I'm really kind of sad that like it potentially dies with Loris being gone. It's just such a cute deck. I love the interactions. So I'm gonna play Flagstones here. Flagstones is a legendary land, so one of them will have to sack itself. But you actually can float mana, so like you can float the mana off the first one, play the second one, sack the first one, go get Take Your Foundry or Basic Plains. And then you still have 4 available mana that turn if you need to cast a 4-drop or anything of the sort. Or just hold up mana. It's gonna cast a Dragon's Rage Channeler off that Blood Crypt. It's pretty cute. Yeah, because it used to be one of the interactions you did in the Elvish Reclaimer variant of Amulet Titan. You'd play Flagstones of Trocaire, so you would have 1 or 2 of them, and then... Or you'd have 1, go get the second one, sack it, go get another, tutor another land. But the best interaction was Elvish Reclaimer, sack Flagstones of Trocaire, go get 2 lands. If you've ever had any interest in playing Amulet Titan, but you don't want to like do like Amulet Titan per se, Reclaimer Titan is extremely fun and highly recommended. Right, Prismatic ending on the Dragon Through Channeling. Unfortunately, Davin is just not being able to get like anything going. Chaz has just had answer for answer. I mean, he's at 9 or 8, right? Like, this Epicure is getting closer and closer to victory, but I mean, Davin could rip some lightning bolts here. Theoretically, if he could find 2 lightning bolts, he can kill Chaz in 2 turns.
Yeah, the real turn 1 threat.
Chaz does run Counterspell, but it is an 80 card deck. He does have to find them. And I don't know if he has any cantrips in hand right now. I wonder if they play Memory Deluge in the Yorion deck. I feel like that would be pretty solid.
Oh
You
yeah.
got
well, that
you
and-
got a crap ton of lands into play already,
My deck.
so like the flashback's not unreasonable to get to.
Yup. Big
I mean,
fat.
it contests with your 4-mana spot, which is typically Omnath, right? But instant speed, card selection. I feel like it has to be reasonable to play, or at least try. Like it's a 1 or 2 of.
Combat.
Seven.
Yeah.
I'm very much a fan of that card.
Oh.
I'm gonna play out an Arid Mesa here.
Just gonna try to boss me down.
Yeah. Pass it.
Draw.
That'd be cool. It's bad you probably have free spells. Maybe not in your hand, but
I got stuff.
Alright, tries his Bolt.
So
Bolt, Yorion, Ragavan, Stomping Grounds, and Prismatic Ending.
I'm gonna cash it, Ryan.
Alright, he's gonna cast the Yorion here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Blinking the Growth.
End the turn and draw a card.
Returns the Growth on one of the forests, draws a card.
in the turn I'll
Now he's a 4/5 blocker, which is pretty solid. Is it a 4/5 or a 5/5? I always forget how big Yorion is. Yorion, Sky Nomad. 4/5. Okay.
I bought one as soon as they were for sale.
I'm curious to see if Watson or Wizards hits any of the other companions eventually. I don't know if it's necessary.
I mean, it looks like it's snow covered, right?
I think there's only like I think the mechanic should have been hit personally, and I'm interested to see what anybody else thinks. But I do believe the mechanic should have been hit instead of just Lurrus. Mechanic just kind of feels like a mistake, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Yorion eventually leave the format as well.
No. I'll pass the turn.
Alright, Davin's just gonna pass. Unfortunately, Epicure does get blocked by the Sky Noodle. Looks like Chaz drew a Windswept Teeth. When White's gonna Prismatic Ending the Epicure here.
Dash right here.
Yep.
Dashes out a Ragavan and attacks for 7 or 6. Reveals a Bolt.
I'll just use the treasure and bolt you.
Yep.
Looks like Chaz is just gonna use the treasure to bolt Davin. That should put him to 5. Yeah. Davin using the very nice mountain from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. I feel like those lands are just perfect. Every one of them is just so pretty.
Then I'll
Even like the ones that just aren't that great are still like pretty great. Alright. Ragavan's gonna return to the hand because of dash. We're gonna pick up. I think he just drew a Boom Bust. Boom Bust or Dead Gone, I think. So I don't know if Crack the Earth plays Dead Gone. Alright. We're gonna scoop up, go to game 2. Chaz has won game 1, but we'll be right back.
Yeah.
And we are back with game 2. Davin's gonna be on the play. We got a Inspiring Vantage into a Dragon's Rage Channeler.
And I will.
Looking pretty good. Pretty good from the start. I wonder, does the Boros, does the Crack the Earth deck play Bauble? I imagine it does, right? Play Darcy. I feel like you have to. Is it like the new rule of thumb? Dragon's Rage Channelers in your deck, there's a Mysteries Bauble somewhere. I mean, like, that happens in Legacy. So I feel like it has to carry for Modern, right? My 1 foot has fallen asleep. This is tragic. Chaz is gonna fetch out with a Flooded Strand here. Probably just grabbing a Trio.
Yeah, I'm really thinking about building towards Hammer Time. Because I think Hammer Time with like Cauldron in it would be pretty sweet, you know. Batter Skull, pulling that out with Stoneforge.
I'm gonna ending.
Alright.
Oh no.
There. Top. Last turn?
Yeah.
Prismatic Ending on the Channeler.
That is a card. That is a card. That is a card. That is a card.
Got 2 Crack the Earth, a Lightning Bolt. A Boom Bust?
I'll just crack the earth.
Gonna Crack the Earth. I sack the Flagstones here. Gets to stay positive on lands, which is always really cool. It's like small Pox adjacent, since Pox is... I think Pox also plays Flagstones for that reason. I believe. It's been a while since I've like looked at Pox's list. I know we or a Pox list. I know we had one on camera like a month ago. But I don't quite remember if he played Flagstones or not. A lot can happen in a month to make you forget.
I'll crack the earth again.
Crack the Earth, number 2.
And I'll pass my turn. I don't know why I thought 1 correct was gonna stick.
It might.
I was like, land destruction, yeah. Let's go. Nothing on board to back it up.
Go ahead.
Instead, I'll just bolt you.
14.
Just gonna bolt Chaz here.
I'll play a bobble.
Yeah.
I'll crack it.
Target you or me?
I'll target you. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay, my turn.
Oh, hey, Vicious Bubble.
Good knee.
Stick over planes and pass.
Usually it's the way it's revealed, but if you
Finds a Ragavan.
Yeah.
Does Chaz have a way to interact with Ragavan at instant speed?
I had to jump a little bit to
So I feel like you're supposed to dash out the Ragavan here, I'm pretty sure.
Play a Ragavan.
Yeah.
And I'll pass the turn.
My turn draw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think dashing the Ragavan out is probably a better play. It lets you play around removal, and you stay positive on the same amount of lands that you have access to during your opponent's turn. It lets you play around sorcery speed removal. If he has instant speed removal, it's just a moot point, but...
Ending?
Going to Prismatic Ending the Ragavan.
Take 2.
Plays Secret Foundry for turn. And tapping 2 for
And 6.
a Ren and 6. That's pretty good.
Will mana type that.
Which is going to get Mana Tithe. Nice.
Go ahead.
I was trying to figure out what the card in your hand was when you drew it.
I love the fact that they put Mana Tithe.
Yeah,
it's
Mana
so
Tithe.
silly. I'm about it though. I love it. I've never cast that card in my life, but I love that card.
Nothing personal. I just want to see someone get mana type.
Oh, yeah.
I love the idea of Mana Tithe existing.
Don't worry, I'm staring right at it.
I'll dash the Ragavan.
Yeah.
I'll combat. I'll use my treasure. Well,
I still get it all. Just wait, hold on to the treasure and just.
yeah, I'll hold on to the treasure.
Okay.
And I'll bolt you.
Yeah.
And I'll end my turn. You get 6.
Yeah.
Oh, because I just bolted you.
Yeah.
I'm like playing slow-mo magic right now. Alright.
You have 2 cards?
Yeah, I have 2 cards in hand. You know one.
Attachment.
Okay. Yeah.
Attachment.
Yeah.
Ragavan to the Kraken here. I bring in Urza Saga.
the treasure?
Not
Yeah.
castable off of Ragavan.
It's clearly one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, build tuck over my library. There's my hand.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what that card is.
Let me read that again.
I don't know the name of it. I'm pretty sure its effect is it when it ETBs.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can look at the top card of your deck. If it's a land put into play, otherwise add it to your hand.
I played that in Commander. I just couldn't remember what the hell it was.
Watch Ragavan.
Yeah. Right.
Trigger instead.
What do I want to do here?
Debating between making a construct here and playing out Ragavan, I'm assuming. I feel like you just make the construct.
I'll make a construct.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna go get.
Artifact.
I'm gonna go get Shadow Spear.
Reasonable.
Has it been Mishra's spot?
Also, if you get this card,
Depends on what's in your hand.
Each player puts a random card from his hand on turn superhero.
As you can tell, I've played this deck a lot, and I know exactly the optimal play.
Hey man. Just cast the cards, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta feel like mana-tithing a Renin 6 is like the best possible thing your deck could ever get.
I mana tithe a Worm Coil engine.
Yeah, but like,
No, not Worm Coil engine. Big Ugin against Strong.
that's also very good.
Yeah, and then I busted Amulet Titan into submit. I mana tithed the Cultivator Colossus.
Alright,
Yeah,
alright, there you go.
yeah. So,
You didn't have the cavern? Whatever.
and then I will.
As that 6 here. Dabby can find 2 lightning bolts. That's all it takes.
I'll cast Monkey and
Yeah.
pray that he lives, and I'll pass the turn.
Alright, so you just have 2 artifacts in play.
Yeah.
it's not an equipment, I believe.
My turn?
You took
Yeah.
this over meeting or search
Yeah, I was just trying to show that with the stream.
Yay!
That's kind of looking for me.
I want to read. Let's get going.
Sounds good to me.
Destroy target land you control and target destroy target land you control, destroy target land you don't control, and then bust, destroy all lands. Okay.
So you get 3 power, right? 4 power?
Dead gone
Yeah.
does
Just 2.
2 damage, return target creature. Okay. I couldn't remember what Gone did. I don't know if they played Dead Gone in Crack Your Deck. They definitely played Boom Bust.
Mark it down.
Fury coming down. Removing Davin's board. Ragavan getting to connect again. Taking your Prismatic Ending, which then gets to get cast, and then exile the Shadow Spear. The ending is in the yard.
That's turn.
I'll ask.
Oh, picks up the Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, that's a hand.
Devin just needs to find one more bolt. He gets to.
I'll just bolt you.
Reasonable. I'm at 3.
And I will pass my turn.
Gotta believe in the power of the top deck, baby. We are quite literally heart of the cards in. Ooh, picks up Otawara. Love that card. It's so good.
Guess you're playing counter magic, but
Genuinely, really big fan of that card.
Yep.
Good combat.
If you haven't experimented with Otawara yet, I definitely recommend testing with it.
2 treasures.
Alright, Ragaman's connecting again. Be surprised if he just doesn't buy Yorion here.
Play it with a Wara. Or use a treasure. Put your item in my hand. And let's return.
Were we?
Nice.
Yeah, that last turn I managed.
So when a holy, not quite lightning bolt.
Alright, I'll pass my turn.
It's a card that usually ends up being better than bolt in this current format, but isn't.
Wow, Luris literally is the only reason this deck works. Alright.
He's a big part of a lot of decks.
Yeah, it's great.
Ryan,
Yep.
target this.
Yeah. There's a trigger on the side, yeah?
Exile any number. Yeah, so exile this. Then I'll use the red. Can't drag it in.
Okay,
Just playing out
whatever
Yorion or
trigger is on the
Ragavan.
stack.
Just kind of pass
sorry.
on.
Sorry, yeah, it's all good. But I just wanted, I'll unholy heat.
Devin gets to unholy heat the Yorion here.
Yeah. So I've got land, instant, creature, sorcery,
Yeah, you're good.
enchantment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so go to end step. Bring Skyback trigger. And
Yeah.
that's turn.
Well, he's 7 or less. There's one that's 7 or more.
Picks up a mana tithe, I think.
I'll crack the earth.
Devin's gonna cast Crack the Earth here.
I'll pass my turn.
And just passes the turn. House draws a Spreading Sea.
Attack for 2.
Attacks him for 2 at Ragavan. Put Devin to 12. It's okay. It's a Void Mirror off the top, which is pretty cool. Hits, I guess it's the Evoke Elementals.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cast on death.
Here comes Omnath.
Draw.
Yeah.
Green, white, red, blue. Draw a card. Picks up a Fury. Just cast Spreading Seas on the Inspiring Vantage, which is rough because now that it's just an island.
Pass turn.
Draws Urza Saga for turn. Yeah, the problem is, Shaz didn't hit the land here, but I imagine he's going to start finding lands soon.
Attack for 6.
Cracks him for 6.
Yeah.
I have a treasure.
Might as well cast the bauble. There's a treasure token.
I'll look at the top card of my library. Welcome turn. Play the Sage of Gain 4.
Draws a land for turn. Triggers. Omnath goes back to 6. Because for some reason it gains 4 life.
They're checking well.
Just plays out a Fury here. No targets.
No targets. Use that.
And just passes the turn. Fortunately, I don't think there's. Oh, he drew the bolt now too.
Oh, interesting.
That's
Alright,
unfortunate.
good game. I just drew the
Alright,
lightning bolt.
Chaz is gonna take it 2
I was like, the
0
reason I
with
cracked the Earth
Yorion
there, I
Blink
was
with
hoping you'd
Boros
sack
Crack
a
the Earth.
land,
Thanks for watching, folks.
and then,
Have a
like,
great rest of your
maybe
day.
forget